Yours up, guys, I'm back on the tier list here. Now, this is obviously the part 2 to all the heroes being ranked. Now, obviously, there was a part 1 before this. Go watch that if you haven't seen it already. This is obviously going to be part 2, just because I couldn't fit all the heroes into one video. Now, first for this one is going to be this Carlitos Tevez UCL card. Now, he came out as an SBC recently, and I feel like a lot of people did him. So, 5-star skills, 4-star weave for obviously quite a nice start. Now, the upgrade on this card has Technical Plus instead of Relentless, which is actually really nice for an attacker. Now, one thing I particularly like about this Tevez is his balance and strength combo, which means he won't get pushed off the ball very easily at all. Good dribbling because that technical, good pace, good shooting, good passing. Overall, he's a very easy S tier card in my opinion. There's not much that can really make it better. Maybe a few more playstyles or better passing, but overall, he's a very good and unique striker. Next on the list is going to be Lizarazu. Now, high work rate just like his other card, 3-star, 3-star. Very similar stats to be fair. There's not really too much difference between the cards, except from the other one obviously has better attributes overall. The playstyles are very similar. Decent pace, decent dribbling, decent defending, decent field. Overall, he's quite a solid card. So for that, I'm putting him in the B tier category. He's quite good. I just feel like there's definitely better than him. Obviously, the UCL one is a lot better than this one in terms of stats. But with that being said, he still could be usable at this stage of the game. Now, next one is one of my most hated ones in this whole of the heroes. There's something about this Berbatov card I just hate. 4-star skills, 3-star weak for not a bad start. 6'2". Now, the shooting's not bad, the composure's not bad. Overall, other than that, look at the card. It's very average overall. Very average pace, very average dribbling, very average passing. First touch plus is quite nice to have, especially on a striker. But for that, he's a very easy D tier. He's just very lackluster this year, and there's not really too much to him to make him a wow factor card. The next one is Di Natale. Now, high-low work rates, 4-star skills, 4-star weave for an amazing start. The stats in itself, good pace, good shooting, good dribbling, good passing, decent stamina. Now, one thing I don't like about this card is the fact his playstyles are a little bit average. He has a few nice ones in terms of finesse, plus he has ping pass, which is quite nice for a striker, but doesn't have any rapid, quick step, technical, anything like that, and also doesn't have 5-star skills. Now, do I still think this card's very usable? Of course I do. But I am going to put him in the A tier because of those negatives I've just mentioned. I just feel like there is a few things missing about him. Obviously, still an amazing card overall. I just feel like 5-star skills and a few more playstyles would bump him up even better. Next on the list is going to be this Robbie Keane card. Now, 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot, not a bad start to have. The pace is decent, the shooting is decent, passing is very mediocre, the dribbling is okay, and that stamina is quite good. Now, if you go to playstyles, he has a few, to be fair, not really a lot, but he has a few nice ones in terms of technical. He has finesse as well. Chip Shot Plus is honestly one of the most wasted ones this year. They said they fixed it, made them a bit better on the trajectory of them, but they're still pretty mid, and I still wouldn't recommend you chipping it instead of like ball rolling at the keeper. So for that, he is going to be C tier, unfortunately. He does need a few more playstyle pluses or better passing, dribbling, so don't put him any higher than that. The next one is this Rui Costa card. Now, 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot, just like the other card. Overall, it's very similar. The only thing that's really different is obviously the worst stats overall, which worst stats means worst finishing than 77, which is 75 with 81 composure. Terrible attributes in my opinion. Doesn't have the Tic-Tac Plus, which the other one does, which makes him still not an amazing cam as well. Overall, he's a little bit average in my opinion, so for that, he's going to be D tier, unfortunately. There's nothing really standout about this card at all. Now, next up is an SBC I highly regret not doing at the time. Is Ledley King. Now, 6'2", medium high work rates, perfect start with a 4-star weak foot, all really nice. Now the pace bit, again, perfect. If you look at the actual card stats, it's very similar to that UCL company that I currently use. The only thing that's a little bit different is a little bit weaker, but has anticipated just like a company does. Bruise as well, jockeys, so you can transition into sprint really nicely. That's a perfect thing for this Ledley King. Overall, he's an easy S tier. There's not really too much fault about him. Obviously, you want a little bit more agility, or a little bit more passing, or a little bit more pace, but overall, a very solid card. Now, next up is this Rudy Voller card. Now, 3-star skills, 4-star weak foot, not an amazing start. Now, has good pace, good shooting, not bad dribbling to be fair. The passing is a little bit average, and also he has quite good physicals. Quick step as well, first touch, aerial. He has a few nice attributes about him. The 3-star skills is a little bit of an issue, but I don't think he's as bad as some of the cards in D tier, so for that I'm putting him as C. There is still things lacking about this card where you do need to improve on, but with that being said, he still is a usable card to an extent. Now, next one is a little bit of a weird card in my opinion. It's Issa. Now, as an actual left back, I don't think he's amazing. I think he's pretty average. 3-star, 3-star, not amazing. The pace, the shooting, the passing. Overall, he's set up to be quite a nice midfielder. And obviously, with Relentless as well and Power Shot Plus, you could definitely utilise him as a midfielder. And this is why I have put him in the B category. Because if you play him centre mid, that card's actually quite good. He's physical. He can pass, he's strong. He's a little bit average still, don't get me wrong. There's still a lot better midfielders out there, but I do think he can be used, and especially with Power Shot Plus, that can be really, really effective. Now next is Jean-Philippe Papin. Now 3-star, 4-star, again not an amazing start. Pace is a little bit average. The passing is diabolical. Now the shooting is one of the best out of the heroes in the whole game. Very, very deadly card. Now that 83 composure you do need to be careful of at times, because obviously he has really good finishing, but then misses it is because of that composure. Agility is not bad. The playstyle's a little bit average in my opinion. Has Power Shot Plus, which can be quite interesting, but the rest of them are just pretty okay for a 5'9" guy. You do want a bit more like technical, rapid, quick step, anything like that really. So for that, I am putting him in D tier. It's a good card in terms of clinicality. There's just a lot of things missing other than that. Now next up is going to be this UCL Kessler card. Now 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot, really good start. Playstyles has intercept, incisive pass just like the other one. Travella, first touch. Overall, really, really nice attributes. Good pace, shooting, passing, dribbling, defending, physical. Honestly, it's a little bit harsh for me to not put her in the S tier. That is why I've got her in the A tier. I do think she's close to an S tier card. The only thing that lets her down necessarily is the fact that she's got 84 stamina, so she will get pulled off around the 80th minute, and obviously she doesn't have Relentless to go with her, so her stamina is going to be very, very low. But other than that, the card is amazingly good, and it's a little bit disappointing that she has such low stamina, because the actual stats in it really, really nice overall. Next up is probably one of the biggest UCL hero upgrades out of the lot. This card was like pretty mid on his normal version, but they gave him 5-star skills, so it's 5-star, 5-star. Obviously, decent pace, decent shooting, decent passing, decent dribbling, and obviously quite good stamina. He's a perfect cam in my opinion. Really good passing trade. Obviously got incisive as well as all the rest of the ones. It doesn't have tiki-taka, which would have been nice to have as well, but has first touch as well. I wouldn't recommend you playing anywhere but a cam. I don't think he's a striker. I don't think he's good enough, but as a cam, he's definitely an S tier card. 5-star, 5-star, really good passing. Obviously, the passing playstyles galore. A very, very nice cam at that. Next on this is going to be this Dooley card. Now, 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot, not a bad start. Decent pace, okay shooting, okay passing, and decent dribbling. Now, on actual playstyles, he's got a lot of quite nice ones. The only thing that really annoys me about this is the fact that the worst one out of all, except from Flair, is the playstyle plus. If you had finesse plus, technical, quick step, relentless, all these could be really, really effective on this card. But unfortunately, has acrobatics. So for that, I am putting him in C tier. Overall, still is a usable card at this stage. There's just a lot better out there, to be honest. The next on the list is Monster Boy. Now, he has a few things that are actually quite good about the card, which I'll get into now. 4-star, 5-star, not a bad start. Technical plus as well, which is really, really weird, because he's one of the lower rated heroes, and a lot of the lower rates don't really have playstyle pluses, which he doesn't. Is actually quite a good one as well. Now, obviously, really bad pace, really bad shooting, decent passing, decent dribbling. But other than that, it's a very, very mid card. I don't really see where he's going to be effective in game for you. So he's an easy D tier in my opinion. No stamina as well, no pace, nothing really that stands out about the card. And that is why he's where he is. Now next on the list is going to be this Ali Scott version. Now, 3-star, 4-star, perfect start for a fullback. Jockey's really nice, anticipates good, relentless is really good, so is whip pass. The stats in itself are again really, really nice. This card, there's not much you can really fault. Now she's very, very similar to Bomb Pastor in the fact that they're both really, really good on stat value and playstyles, but they're just a little bit weak. Now this one's actually not too bad on the strength attributes. Obviously she's 5'4", so it's not going to feel like that 81 in game. But with that being said, I still think she's a B tier card. Purely because if she had like the 5'9" stature and sort of that, she would probably be higher up, maybe more like A tier, because the actual stats in itself are really good. I just feel like women fullbacks are too weak, so obviously they're all like 5'3", 5'4", and they're just going to get pushed off the ball so easily. Next on the list is this Marquez card. Now 6 foot tall, medium high work rate, 3-star, 3-star, not a bad start for a centre back. Now if you go over to playstyles, this is where it's let down on the card. It only has block and slide plus. Now slide plus is one of the most useless playstyle pluses in the game. It's only effective when you made a mistake, which you really don't want to be doing. Now on stats, it's got pretty mid pace, Passing's not bad. Dribbling's okay. Defending and physical's actually quite good. But again, it's just one of them average centre backs. So for that, he's a D tier card, unfortunately. There needs to be a lot more pace and playstyles for him to be any higher than that, to be honest. Next on the list is this Joe Cole card. Now, this one has Quick Step Plus instead of the normal technical on the other card. Now, the playstyles are very, very similar on it, except from that. The stats are again very similar, just a little bit more graded. Same skills, same weak foot, 4-star, 4-star. Obviously has a lot of alternate positions as well, which is really, really nice on the card. He's very, very versatile. He can play anywhere on the pitch. The playstyles allow him to play anywhere. The playstyle pluses as well. Overall, he's a very, very solid card. So for that, he's a very easy A tier. He's close to an S tier. I just wish he had the 5-star skills to go with it. Next on the list is a Schneider card. Now, 4-star skills, 5-star weave, a little bit of a downgrade on the UCL version, being that 5-star skills is very, very vital. Now, playstyles are pretty much the exact same. The stats are a little bit worse overall, a little bit slow on this card, a little bit worse finishing. Agility is again lower. I feel like this card, because of the lack of 5-star skills, goes down quite a bit, and that's why I'm putting the D tier. It looks like a very, very average cam without those 5-star skills, so for that, that's why he's there. Next on the list is going to be this Julie card. Now, 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot, exact same as the other card. Playstyles are literally identical, no playstyle plus changes or anything like that. The only thing that's really different is the actual in-game stats themselves. Now, on this card, they are actually quite a lot better. He has decent pace, decent shooting, decent pass. Overall, it's a very, very nice, consistent card. Now, he doesn't have any alternate positions, which is a little bit annoying, which you can only force onto that right side. But this is a B tier card, in my opinion. Overall, it's very, very solid. It's quite similar in terms of stats to Cole, just doesn't have any positions, and obviously doesn't have the quick step plus as well. Next on the list is the McManaman card. Now, 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot, not a bad start. Now, if you look at his in-game stats, they actually look quite mediocre, to be honest. Bad finishing and bad composure. Now, I used this card at the start of the year, and I thought it was actually quite impressively good. Doesn't have technical plus as well, but moves really, really nice with the R1 dribbling. Obviously has quite a few alternate positions as well. I don't still think he's an amazing card. I still think he's a C tier card. But with that being said, he's not as bad as some of the others on the D tier list here. Next up on this is this Abedi Pele UCL card. Now, 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot, no changes there. Now, on his normal card, he's pretty good as it is. So, there's not really too much that can upgrade the card. Maybe a bit more shooting and stuff like that. But, with that being said, he's got really good pace, really good dribbling, really good passing. Playstyles are really, really nice. And obviously, Rapid Plus is very, very good this year. The only thing that lets it down really is that finishing. But overall, he's an easy and S tier card. If he had 5-star skills and more finishing, you'd honestly be one of the better cards in the game. But with that being said, he's still a very, very good card at that. So next on this is going to be this Joanna Reese card. Now, 3-star, 2-star, again, not an amazing start. Overall, stats are very, very mediocre. Doesn't have any defending playstyles as well. Only has relentless and also power shots and all that. The agility is too low on this card as well. He's very, very mid card, and unless he gets an Evo for it, it's very, very useless. So for that, he's a very easy D tier card in my opinion. I just don't see you using him at any team unless it's the UCL one. Now next on the list is this Melito card. Now 3-star, 4-star, not an amazing start. High-low work rate is quite good though, with being 6 foot tall. Now, on stats, he has okay pace, really good finishing. Obviously passing is mediocre and so is the dribbling. Now, if you look at his playstyles, he's got few and far between. He's only got finesse and power header. It's just a very, very average card overall, considering he literally has nothing really going for him except from shooting. It's just very, very mediocre. So for that, he's a very, very simple D tier category card in my opinion. There's not really too much you can save it. He's not really got any wow factor to him. He's just very, very mediocre. Next on the list is this Gavu card. 4-star skills, 3-star weak foot. Not an amazing start, to be honest. That weak foot is very, very predictable, which is quite annoying. Now, on playstyles, has actually quite a few nice ones. Has quick step, has rapid, has ping pass, which is actually quite nice for strike, and also has power shot plus. Now, if you go to his in games, this card is very, very similar to that Di Natale card. Obviously, same shooting, same pace, very similar dribbling. Overall, it's a very similar card. So that is why he's going in the exact same category as him. He's going in the A tier category. I do think he's a good card. It's just a little bit more agility and maybe a few more playstyles here and there would bump him up to maybe more like an S or even more weak foot or skills, really. Now, next up is going to be this Harry Kewell card. Now, 4-star skills, 3-star weak foot. Not bad playstyles. Now, if you look at stats, has 90 pace, 85 shooting, 88 passing, and 88 dribbling, and has a few alternate positions. Now, he's a very, very similar card to Gavu in terms of stats, but there's something about this Harry Kewell card I really didn't get along with. I feel like he's a little bit average. Maybe it's because of that stamina and he would run out very, very fast, or maybe that strength because he's a little bit weak. But overall, I didn't really think he was too amazing of a card. Obviously, he's better than some of the cards on the list, so he's going to the C tier category. But I just don't feel like he's anywhere near to the level of Gavoo or stuff like that. It feels like a little bit lackluster in my opinion, really. Next on the list for me is going to be this UCL McManaman card. Now, if you watched previously in the video, I said I actually quite like the normal McManaman. So when I was using this one, honestly, it was just the same thing, just a little bit more of an upgraded version. 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot, exactly the same. This one instead though has technical plus instead, which actually quite nice for an upgrade to have to the normal technical. Now, the finishing in that still is the exact same thing. It still feels better than it is in game, but obviously it might let you down from time to time. So for that, I'm put as a B tier category. He's got a few alternative positions as well, so you're not like stuck on where to play him. And he definitely is a usable card. I just don't think he's as usable as some of the other cards on this list. Next on the list is going to be this Yaya Toure card. Now, 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot, 6'2", medium work, exact same as the other card. Now, playstyles are the exact same. But the only difference is he's got a playstyle plus in his card, which is actually quite nice. And press proven is the playstyle plus as well, which is a very, very good one for centre-mid this year, especially tall centre-mids. It just allows them that extra second to hold the ball off from these press mad people this year, and obviously get an extra touch or an extra pass off, just so you're not using the ball really easily. Now, obviously, this is an S tier card. It's a very, very easy S tier card. The stats in itself speak for them. But with the added addition of a playstyle plus, it's just an exceptionally good card overall. Now, next one is this Cahill card. Now, 3-star, 4-star, not an amazing start. Now, if you go over to playstyles again, they're not amazing. He's got a power header, to be fair. But at 5'10", he's not really going to be too much of an aerial threat. I know he has 95 jumping. But again, if you're against a Van Dijk with aerial plus as well, it's not going to go well for him. On our actual stats, 80 pace, 76 passing, 800. Overall, he's one of the most mediocre cards out of the heroes. So for that, he's a very, very easy D tier. There's not too much going for this card, which makes him a usable or like an amazing card necessarily. Next up is this Ricken card. Now, 3-star, 4-star is not an amazing start. Playstyles, he's got Chip Plus, which is a very, very wasted one, and Trivela, so not really anything good there. Now, if you go over to his stats, again, very, very mediocre. Not good pace, not good passing, not good dribbling. Shooting's okay. The stamina is obviously not amazing, so he's not a usable card. Even if you had a cheap team, I would still recommend someone else over him, to be honest. There's just not really too much amazing about the card, so for that, he's a very, very easy D tier card in my opinion, unfortunately. Now, next on the list is going to be this Abedi Pele card. Now, a little bit worse than his normal version, still has the same playstyles and playstyle pluses. Now, 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot. Now, he also has 91 pace, 83 shooting, 87 passing, and 91 dribbling. So overall, he's still a very good card. He's got the exact same issue as the other version does, where he's got low finishing and low composure. But if you do utilize him as a wide or more of a cam, you definitely can use him very, very nicely. And that is why he's going to go in the A tier category for me. He's still a very, very solid card. I just feel like that shooting, as I've already talked about in the other version, is just a little bit of a letdown in my opinion. Next on the list is going to be this Brawling card. Now, 4-star skills, 3-star weak foot. Not a bad start, but again, not an amazing one. Technical and incisive as playstyles. Could do with a few more to make this card a little bit better, but them two on their own are actually bad ones to have. Now, if you look at stats, overall, quite a consistent card. Decent pace, decent shooting, decent passing, decent dribbling. Overall, it's not an amazing card in any sort of aspect, but it's a decent card on pretty much all of them. Has a lot of alternative positions as well. Stamina, in my opinion, is a little bit low for this stage of the game. So for that, he's going to go C tier, unfortunately. Very good and usable card. I just don't feel like he's got any wow factor like aspects to him, really. Next up is a normal hero Rosicki card. Now, this one has a 3-star weak foot, 4-star skills, a little bit of a downgrade on the UCL one. Now, talking a little bit of downgrade, he's also lost a playstyle plus, which again is a little bit annoying because that was one of the better aspects about him. Pace a little bit low, same with shooting, passing and dribbling are exact same as the other card, where they're good enough to use. But with that being said, the card overall isn't good enough to use. Playstyles are not bad. 3-star or 4-star isn't amazing, and that stats in itself are just not that good. So for that, a very easy D tier card. He's just lacking a lot of stuff on this hero version, and that's why I don't like it at all. Now, next on the list is going to be this Dirt Cow card. Now, 3-star skills, 3-star weak foot, high work is exact same as the other version, but on this card, he has aerial plus instead of just normal aerial, which is a little bit weird in my opinion on a midfielder. You don't really see that too often. But with that being said, it could be utilised in some situations. Now, what I do like about this card is had a lot of upgrade on the actual stats. It looks like a proper well-rounded midfielder now. I don't think he's that amazing of a midfielder because obviously there's probably better cards with better stats out there. But with that being said, I still think he's a usable one, and that is why he's in the B tier category for me. Now next on the list is this Hero Ole Gunnar Solskjaer card. Now again, it's the same situation as his Champions League version. 3-star, 4-star, not amazing. The stats in itself, he's got good shooting to be fair, got good posure and a 4-star weaver to go with it. But other than that, except from being a clinical finisher, he's a little bit slow, worse passing, not good dribbling. Obviously the playstyles only has first touch, which is so annoying that he's only got one playstyle. But with that being said, it's a very, very easy D tier card. I don't see anyone using this card at this stage of the game. And if you are, I wouldn't recommend it at all. There's definitely better cards out there, even for like 20k and stuff like that. Now next on the list is this Lucio card. Now Lucio in FIFA is normally really, really good. And this year, it's no different. 6'2", medium high work rates, 3-star, 3-star. Now, if you look at playstyles, he's a little bit average. And this is why I don't think he's one of the top tier centre backs in the game. I still think he's obviously class. But Block Plus isn't that amazing this year. Obviously, it can be quite good on a taller centre-back. Slide is not very good. Doesn't have Anticipate or Intercept. And also doesn't have Jockey. But with that being said, if you actually look at his in-games, really good pace, decent passing, decent agility to be fair on someone this height. Really good defending and really good defending. Obviously, he's an easy S tier card. The only problems I have with it is the fact he doesn't have Anticipate or Intercept or anything like that. Now next on the list is this Scott card. Now, Scott is the exact same as the UCL version that she had. 3-star skills, 4-star weak for. Playstyles are pretty much the exact same. She has Anticipate, Jockey, Relentless and also Whip Pass. All really, really good ones have to be fair on a fullback. Now, if you look at her in-game, she actually doesn't even look bad. Decent pace, decent agility, really good stand tackle and obviously good interceptions. Now, my problem with her is the fact she's 5'4" and obviously has 78 strength. So she's going to get pushed off very, very easily. And this is why I don't particularly like women fullbacks. Because I feel like they're too weak to have unless they have like 85 strength or above or are like 5'7" or above. Anyway, for that, I'm going to put her as a D tier card, unfortunately. She's actually got good stats, and if you put that on a taller card, I would probably put it higher. I just don't think you can, because she's just so weak on the ball. Now, next on the list is going to be this JSzonda card. Now, this is the best card out of all of the heroes. No matter what version, no matter what, this is the best card. 6'1", 5-star skills, 5-star weaver, just like his other card. It's very, very similar in playstyles, in positions, in everything. It just has better stats overall, which obviously means he's better on this version than the normal hero. But technically the exact same. Quick step, first touch was really nice on a big man. The thing that makes JSzonda so good is the fact he's got all these attributes and has the strength with it, so he doesn't get pushed off the ball very easily. He's just a very, very well-rounded striker and honestly can play anywhere in your attack and he'll still score your goals. So for that, obviously, he's an easy S tier. I don't think I need to clarify that at all, to be honest. Now, next on the list is another SBC card. It's Forlan. Now, this came in like a batch with all the Atletico people, I think it was. 4-star skills, 4-star weaver, just like his normal card. Playstyles aren't really too different. He only has 3 on an SBC card, which I find a little bit disappointing from EA that they haven't really given him any more. But 87 pace, 91 shooting, 81 passing, 86 dribbling and 78 physicals on paper looked a little bit better than the normal hero version. Has a few boosted stats which make him a little bit better. So for that, I'm gonna put him as a B tier card. I do think he probably could be usable. Maybe not at this stage. Maybe when you did the SBC in itself, or if you're like an Atletico fan or like anything like United. Maybe I feel like he would be good. But overall, there's definitely better cards out there, especially for the SBC price it was. The next on the list for me is Carnu's normal. Now, Carnu, 3-star skills, 3-star weak, but really not a good start to have. He's 6'5", so you think he'd be an aerial threat. On playstyles, doesn't have aerial, doesn't have power header, has 56 jumping. He's useless, to be honest. The only thing he's good for is that right foot shots, because obviously he's got a 3-star weaver, so he's not going to be able to finish on that either. So this is just an easy D tier card. There's nothing particularly amazing about this card. Even the playstyles are very, very mediocre. The only one that I can think of that's actually quite nice on him is the fact that he's got first touch at 6'5". But other than that, he's a very, very mid card. Now, next to me is going to be this Bompasto card. Now, I've said throughout this video and throughout the other video that I hate small fullbacks. Now, same for this, but I think this card would be such a good centre mid. Now, high work rate, 4-star skills, 3-star weak foot. Now, the upgrade on this card is the fact she has Relentless Plus. Now, this as a midfielder would be exceptionally good. She's got really good pace, good dribbling, good passing. There's nothing she really can't do as a midfielder for it. She's even got Anticipate as well for it and Press Proven. I think this is one of the best midfielders you could use in the game if you can get her there. As a fullback, I don't think she's as good. She definitely could play as a fullback, but as a midfielder, I'm going to put her as a A-tier card. She's very, very good and honestly close to an S-tier card as a midfielder. That is a very, very nice, well-balanced card overall. It's just she's a little bit small for it, that's all. Next on the list is going to be this Gavoo card. Now, 4-star skills, 3-star weave, but exact same as the triple threat version. Now, it's all pretty much the same playstyles, everything. The only thing that's different really is the fact that he's got lesser stats. And the ones that really annoy me is the fact that he's got low agility at 5'9" and no technical to go with it. So he's not really going to move the best on the ball and also has low stamina. But as a striker, with that shooting, with that pace, with power shot, actually can go quite nicely together. So for that, I am put as a C tier card. I don't think he's any higher than that purely because of the negatives I've just mentioned. But with that being said, he has got a few positives to put him out of that D tier category. The next on the list is going to be this Beasley card. Now Beasley was actually not too bad looking at the start of the year. 3-star skills, 4-star weak foot. Now the work rates are a little bit odd in my opinion. He's medium high. Now I say that because as a fullback, he looks like he's better going forward. The fact that he has good shooting, not bad passing, not bad dribbling. Overall, he looks a little bit better as an offensive left back. But the fact that he has medium high works means that he normally stays back a lot of the time, and he stays back with 69 interceptions. So that is really not a good combination to have, and obviously doesn't have any defending playstyle to go with it. So it was a little bit of a weird card in my opinion, and so for that I put him as a D tier. If he had more defending playstyles, he could probably go higher up, but I just feel like it's a little bit of a weird card that he's offensive but defensive at the same time. The next on the list is going to be Fernando Morientes. Now, 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot. Nice start about the card. Now, 6'1", just like the other one, obviously, because he's not going to grow in height. But 85 pace, 91 shooting, 78 passing, and 85 dribbling. Now, this one I actually quite like compared to the other version, because the other version has power header, which in my opinion is a little bit useless, considering if you're 6 foot tall without aerial plus, or anything like that, you're going to get beaten by like 6 foot people, 6'4", sorry, like Van Dijk, stuff like that with aerial plus already. But this card has 94 jumping with aerial plus as well, which makes him a little bit better than aerial threat, which is quite nice to have. Obviously, he's a really good finisher as well, and the pace split isn't too bad to get him through on goal. So over for the Iron was a B tier. If you are going to utilise him as a target man, he's definitely one of the better ones of the game for it because he has that aerial plus. But with that being said, you are going to struggle at times because if you can't use him as an aerial man, he's not really the most agile of cards. Now, next on the list is going to be this Milito card. Now, 3-star, 4-star, not an amazing start to have for striker. High-low work rate is actually really nice though. Now, on stats, he has 86 pace, which is not a bad start. 91 shooting, 78 passing is a little bit low, and that agility at 79 is again really low. Now, if you go to his playstyles, he's meant to be a target man, being 6 foot tall with power header and 86 jumping, but he doesn't have aerial or aerial plus or anything like that, which makes him a little bit ineffective in the air because obviously when you've got like a tall centre back like Van Dijk with aerial plus already against him, you are going to need that aerial plus or even just normal aerial to compete, which he doesn't really have. So for that, he's going to be a C tier card in my opinion. He's got a few attributes like the shooting, which are going to help him definitely be clinical in front of goal, but other than that, he's a little bit of a mid card in my opinion. Now, last but very not least is Clint Dempsey. Now, 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot is not a bad start for the card. Now, if you go over to playstyles, the only good one in this is technical. He has acrobatic and flair, which both are very, very situational, especially flair. But if you go over to his stats, he's got 82 pace, 86 shooting, 81 passing, 85 dribbling, 80. So on paper, is like quite well-rounded. But it's well-rounded in a sense where it's not really amazing. He's not going to be in anyone's starting lineup, to be honest. I feel like there's a lot better cards, even for 20k out there. The alternative position, he doesn't have amazing ones of that. He's a very, very mid card, and that is why he's obviously D tier, unfortunately. There's just nothing really that boosts his card to make him go, wow. So that is why he's unfortunately there. But that's all my video. As always, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do subscribe. Generally, this took me so long to make, especially since ranking 89 heroes in game, obviously with not doing any of the keepers. If I did miss anyone, I do apologise. It is really hard to rank every single one. But with that being said, if you did enjoy the video, please do subscribe and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.